The First Ennead, 6th Tractate, Beauty, Section 6. For, as the ancient teaching was, moral discipline and courage and every virtue, not even expecting wisdom itself, all is purification. Hence, the mysteries with good reason adumbrate the immersion of the unpurified in filth, even in the netherworld, since the unclean loves filth for its very filthiness, and foul of body find their joy in foulness. What else is Sophrosyne? An ideal of excellence of character and soundness of mind, rightly so called, but to take no part in the pleasures of the body, to break away from them as unclean and unworthy of the clean. So too, courage is but being fearless of the death, which is but the parting of the soul from the body, an event which no one can dread, whose delight is to be his unmingled self. And magnanimity, the virtue of being great of mind and heart, is but disregard for the lure of things here. And wisdom is but the act of the intellectual principle, withdrawn from the lower places and leading the soul to the above. The soul, thus cleansed, is all idea and reason, wholly free of body, intellective, entirely of that divine order from which the wellspring of beauty rises, and all the race of beauty. Hence, the soul, heightened to the intellectual principle, is beautiful to all its power. For intellection and all that proceeds from intellection are the soul's beauty, a graciousness native to it and not foreign, for only with these is it truly soul. And it is just to say that in the soul's becoming a good and beautiful thing, it is becoming like to God, for from the divine comes all the beauty and all the good in beings. We may even say that beauty is the authentic existence, and ugliness is the principle contrary to existence. And the ugly is also the primal evil. Therefore, its contrary is at once good and beautiful, or is good and beauty, and hence the one method will discover to us the beauty good and the ugliness evil. And beauty, this beauty, which is also the good, must be posed as the first. Directly deriving from this first is the intellectual principle, which is preeminently the manifestation of beauty. Through the intellectual principle, soul is beautiful. The beauty in things of a lower order, actions and pursuits, for instance, comes by operation of the shaping soul, which is also the author of the beauty found in the world of sense. For the soul, a divine thing, a fragment as it were of the primal beauty, makes beautiful to the fullness of their capacity all things whatsoever that it grasps and molds. Section 7. Therefore we must ascend again towards the good, the desired of every soul. Anyone that has seen this knows what I intend when I say that it is beautiful. Even the desire of it is to be desired as a good. To attain it is for those that will take the upward path, who will set all their forces towards it, who will divest themselves of all that we have put on in our descent. So, to those that approach the holy celebrations of the mysteries, there are appointed purifications, and the laying aside of the garments worn before, and the entry in nakedness, until passing on the upward way, all that is other than the God, each in the solitude of himself, shall behold that solitary dwelling existence, the apart, the unmingled, the pure, that from which all things depend, for which all look and live and act and know, the source of life and of intellection and of being. And one that shall know this vision, with what passion of love shall he not be seized, with that pang of desire, what longing to be molten into one with this, what wondering delight, if he that has never seen this being must hunger for it, as for all his welfare, he that has known must love and reverence it as the very beauty. He will be flooded with awe and gladness, stricken by a salutary terror. He loves with a veritable love, with sharp desire. All other loves than this he must despise and disdain, all that once seemed fair. This indeed is the mood even of those who, having witnessed the manifestation of gods or supernals, can never again feel the old delight in the comeliness of material forms. What then are we to think of one that contemplates absolute beauty in its essential integrity, no accumulation of flesh and matter, no dweller on earth or in the heavens, so perfect its purity, far above all such things, in that they are non-essential, composite, not primal, but descending from this? Beholding this being, the choragus of all existence, the self-intent that ever gives forth and never takes, resting, wrapped in the vision and possession of so lofty a loveliness, growing to its likeness, what beauty can the soul yet lack? For this, the beauty supreme, the absolute, and the primal fashions its lovers to beauty and makes them also worthy of love. And for this, the sternest and the uttermost combat is set before the souls. All our labor is for this, lest we be left without part in this noblest vision, which is to attain, is to be blessed in the blissful sight, which to fail of is to fail utterly. For not he that has failed of the joy that is in the color or invisible forms, not he that has failed of power or of honors or of kingdom has failed, but only he that has failed of only this, for whose winning he should renounce kingdoms and command over earth and ocean and sky, if only spurning the world of sense from beneath his feet and straining to this he may see. For more information, please visit Internet Sacred Texts Archive, sacred-texts.com.